Good morning from Universal Studios Japan. Today is the grand opening of the Super Nintendo World. I have no idea how the process goes or if they're planning anything special for it. Just kind of rolling in, we're gonna see what happens. Of course, the entry archway has had Mario up for a while, but today's the big day. Entry to Nintendo is limited. You need an area timed entry ticket through the app, so I'm gonna try and figure that out. We're gonna hook a right and go straight to the Mario area, try to figure out how to get in. What I mean by that is at the front entrance, the sign said to use the app to get access. But in the app, it tells you to go to the attraction front entrance and then you get a timed entry. So we'll find out. Also, I do this with kind of minimal research. So if I don't get in or something goes wrong, at least it's a lesson learned and hopefully you all can learn from it. As we continue on, I see a new booth over here. Maybe it's been there, but I just never noticed it. We're gonna pass through Amity. This is very different. Yesterday, this area was blocked off right here. Now we get to actually walk in to Super Nintendo World. So as you walk down that road, there's actually a ticket booth where you have to have your timed entry ticket. So they told me you got to go back near Jaws and there's an area to get your timed entry ticket. Super easy to get a ticket. You just go over near Jaws and there's a pathway you walk down and it takes you to a kiosk machine. You just put how many you want and you select the time you would like to enter the land. I'm kind of surprised that on grand opening day, I got 11:10 is the earliest I can go in. That's only in like two and a half hours. Pretty cool for opening day that they even still have tickets left. I feel like if this was in the States, that wouldn't be the case. Until then, let's look around some more. These cars at Mel's though, just absolutely love them. I haven't even really looked at the ones over on the other side, but here they are. Since it's 60 minutes, I think I'll finally try the flying dinosaur. Checking in on the Raptor because this thing is so cool. I really want one. Alright, the flying dinosaur was a really fun but also really intense coaster. Especially at this point here where you're flipping around facing flat on the inside of a loop. While in line, I was looking at the app and there's a subsection for the Super Nintendo World. It is a very interactive world, kind of like how in Galaxy's Edge you can scan the crates and do stuff like that. This looks like that, but on the next level. They do have these bands that you buy, I'm assuming in the area, because I haven't seen them anywhere else. I also want to point out that I've done no research into the Super Nintendo World. I want to go in with a fresh slate, so it's all new, which could be good and bad. All I really know is there's the coaster, the Mario Kart coaster, which looks awesome, but the rest of it we'll just discover together. Gonna get a Chinese pork bun here from Amity Bite. Chinese pork bun for 450 yen. Because most of the restaurants don't open up until 11, you gotta find snacks at a lot of the little booths. This is really good though. It's basically just filled with pork. Here's where you go to get your Super Nintendo World entry tickets, and it is directly across from Jaws. For a limited time, you can get a Minions light up charm. From a distance, I thought that was a cookie. We have about half an hour to kill, so let's look in the studio store. As soon as you walk in, you can see a lot of the 20th anniversary No Limit merchandise. It's funny to see inside the store during the day. It's pretty reasonable. Last night at closing, it was insane. I like how they themed the Super Nintendo World section in the store specifically. I don't see any of the bands though. This is so cool. There was a store I saw yesterday that was closed that had Chucky and Casper shirts. You can see they have them here for 5,900 yen, so about 60 bucks. All right, it is almost time. We're gonna head to Super Nintendo World. I don't know what to expect really. I'm hoping to ride the coaster. That's really my big goal in there. And if they have the bands and they're a reasonable price, I'll probably get one of those and try the app. Now that we have a ticket, let's try this again. And we're in, and right away to the left, you can get your bands. Here are your options. I went ahead and got a Daisy band, and they give you instructions how to use it in the box it comes in. But look, it's a slap band. There's a long line to take photos, but we go through the warp pipe to see the changes happening. And just like that, we're in Super Mario World. I like the detail of the portraits as you come in. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely incredible. You see Peach over there doing a meet and greet. There are just so many moving parts in here. There's like a Yoshi moving ride. Wow. I guess we'll head to the left first. Turning around, you'll see we just left Peach's castle and the journey begins. This is so cool. you actually punch the blocks in the land to, I guess, help your score in the game. Here's a room you can go into, and you try to match up the blocks. Here's a game where you spin this, and the Goomba comes up. Spinning coins are amazing. Just being in here doesn't even feel like the real world. All the way in the back corner is Bowser's Castle, and this is the Mario Kart Challenge. Only a 50-minute wait. Gonna go straight in for it. Good news is there is plans for single rider, just not currently open. This is so wild walking in here. And that Bowser sculpture is huge. We're entering Bowser's Castle. It just keeps on going. While I'm in this queue, I'm gonna register my band because I think you get points for your team. So let's go Team Daisy. What's really cool about Universal Japan is on most rides, they'll give you a laminated card in many languages telling you the instructions. What's really cool about this ride is it's interactive, and it tells you, you basically turn the steering wheel towards the arrows to get coins. You can fire your things you pick up, your weapons and stuff, by looking, and then you try to score 100 coins to win. It's pretty cool that in the library, one of the books is Yoshi's story. See the bomb factory? I like the bullet bill they have. I just can't believe how large this queue is. Getting all set up for the big race. And the ride exits into Mario Motors, which is the store. Alright, that ride was really cool. If I had to compare it to something, it's a lot like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, except you put a visor on over your face and it uses AR technology to play the game. The funny thing though is, I think the ride would actually be more interesting without it, because the set pieces were so incredible in the ride. I found myself just kind of occasionally lifting up my headset because I wanted to look at the actual set pieces. That was more impressive than playing the game. Still really fun though. I like this shy guy that's just randomly walking back and forth. At the Pit Stop Popcorn, they have some really cool popcorn buckets, specifically this Mario Kart one. I forgot to point out earlier, the bands are 3,200 yen, so about 32 US dollars. Going down to the first floor, I don't know if this is an Easter egg, but if you look over here, there's some Pikmin holding a gold coin. I see a random block over here. This will be the first one, so I'm gonna try it. Oh, so there's a limit to how many coins you can get at a time on a block. This toad here is awesome. Like his little dance. Let's check out Yoshi's Adventure because it's only a 25-minute wait. Very cool in here. It looks like Yoshi's Story. Looks like we're almost there. Here we are on the Yoshi ride. You have these buttons. Not sure what they do. Looking back at Nintendo, this ride goes really far back. You'll see colored eggs throughout the ride, and when you do, you push the corresponding egg. I think. This area is just so surreal. These guys look really funny. Treasure Hunter Toad. The gold coin spinning looked perfect with the sunlight. Alright, that Yoshi ride was actually really fun. Very short though, pretty much like a Mario themed people mover. Really cool though. I just love the whole theming of this area. Back in the corner, Yoshi's Snack Island looks like they have mushroom sippers. And then there's a opening here, probably to bring things in and out of the area. Let's go take a look at the 1-Up Factory store. It's funny that some of the blocks are intentionally higher and require kids to jump. This store looks really awesome. I like the theming, especially these registers that are shaped like pipe segments. And of course, Mario and Luigi. You'll see even more Pikmin hiding up in that area. Right here is probably the best viewpoint to really get to see the entire area. Princess Peach, her mouth actually moves though when she talks, which is quite interesting. I like how the area over here is themed like the ice levels. Now what's really cool is in the app, you collect coins by hitting blocks and doing other things, and you get these sticker achievements. But some of these games offer keys. They're called key games. And once you get 3 of them, you can go into a special attraction where you face off with Bowser Jr. I haven't done any key games yet. Really cool though. I don't know if I'll do them today. Heading for Peach's Castle. to leave Super Nintendo Land. Really cool area, and actually got through most of it really quickly. Got to go on the 2 main attractions. Probably gonna come back tomorrow and collect the keys and do all the extra stuff. Thematically speaking, incredible area. All right, that is gonna do it from Universal Studios Japan, grand opening day of the Super Nintendo World. Fantastic new world that they've added here. Really love the immersion, because once you get in there, you kind of forget you're in the Universal Park or even in Japan altogether. Got through it pretty quick too. The 2 main attractions weren't very long, and they're doing a great job with managing the whole timeline and the time frames to get in here. It wasn't like they were selling out really quickly. You could come in probably a little bit after opening, and you have a good chance of getting in here. Highly recommend checking it out, and very excited to see what they do in Florida for the Super Nintendo World. I'll be back tomorrow to try some of the stuff that I didn't get to do yet, but that is going to do it for now. Thank you all for watching. The caravan is moving on.